Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a thrift haul of some things that I got at the thrift store yesterday, and then I'm going to be showing you how I'm styling these pieces in my house. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure that you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I went to the Salvation Army yesterday. Actually went out intending to go to a library book sale. The book sale ended up being a complete bust. So me and my mom decided to stop by the Salvation Army in a neighboring town. In my opinion, Salvation Army usually has a lot of really good deals, especially compared to like a Goodwill. If I'm going to say what I think is the best thrift stores, it's probably like a small locally owned one. But I really do think the Salvation Army, you can find some really good furniture, really good homewares. I don't feel like I ever really look through the clothes at Salvation Army, but I do know that they have like bag sales and tag sales. So Salvation Army is a really good place to check if you are looking to go to a thrift store and you happen to have one. I feel like it's a really good place to start. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of these pieces. So the first thing is really simple. I recently discovered that these things are tea tins. I don't know what I thought they were, but I saw a video, I think by Parisian Farm Girl, where she called them tea tins. And I recently bought one, but it's not big enough to hold all of my tea. I do think they sometimes put cookies in this, but I found this big one and I thought this would be perfect to put all of my tea since I ran out of room in my other tea tin. And when I opened it, it was actually full of greeting cards. It was full of all these really beautiful greeting cards. I like to have blank cards on hand for when somebody has a birthday and I don't have time to get a birthday card, or when I want to send a sympathy card. Just having a lot of really pretty greeting cards is really nice to have on hand. So it's this huge stack and it was all inside this tea tin. This tea tin says it was made in England. It's very decent size and it's almost like a Valentine's Day pattern. I feel like these tins, if you are looking for things to put like gifts for people in, these would be really nice to send a present in. My mom actually mentioned that yesterday, that it would be really nice Valentine's Day packaging or Mother's Day or birthday. You could put some goodies in here for somebody's birthday, and these are usually really cheap at the thrift store. So that's an idea for these if you don't want it to put like cookies or tea in, but I'm going to use this one as a tea tin. So I found this girl. I wish that she had been a matching set. I wish I could have found the other one because I feel like she probably was a matching set. I feel like there's probably a male that goes with her, but she's really beautiful. I do like the color. I suppose I could always like paint her, but I really like the color that she is. She's kind of like a nice brass color. She's a good size. Like you can see, she's a pretty good size and she's pretty heavy. So I think this is gonna be a really cute, like old world touch to add to my house. I feel like I'm shifting all around, trying to find the best angle for my camera, but I'm sitting on the floor and I'm planning to get a decent filming camera this year. That's one of my goals, is to get some decent YouTube equipment because I've been filming on my phone for a long time and it's starting to become very aggravating. So I'm hoping to get new equipment this year, but I keep moving my camera around and moving myself around because so the next thing, I found this little piece right here. It's a little framed piece. It says, "My mother, sweet as the song which the robins sing, pure as the flow of a crystal spring, true as your faith in the God above, so deep are the depths of a mother's love." And then it has a name written down here. It looks like it's handwritten. It says Peggy Ann. And then there's a date handwritten on this that says May 13th of 1934. And that same date is on the back. You can see right there is the date. And then it also has the date on the back. And you can see how old this is. It's got a little bit of like where it's falling apart right here, like fraying on the page. And so this is really old. And I think it is just so beautiful and pretty and just so sweet, especially considering how old it is. So I got that to put on the wall. And then I have something else that's really old. And that's this bowl. This bowl right here. It has obviously been broken and been glued back together. I'm not going to use it for you know, a serving bowl or anything, because it has been broken and it has a significant amount of crazing on it. So I am not going to use this for any kind of type of food purposes, but I just thought it was so beautiful, and it's so old. On the back, it has a stamp on it, and the back says Swinnerton's, Staffordshire, England, Silverdale it has in quotation marks Silverdale, so I'm assuming that's the scene on this bowl. But I just think this is beautiful. We're planning to redo our bathroom this year, so I thought this might be something really pretty for the bathroom, like to put on a shelf and fill with, like, I don't know, cotton balls or something, or not cotton balls, probably not, because I don't want to cover the scene. I'm thinking it might be best on the wall if I got one of those plate holders and put it on the wall somewhere. I don't know, but it was just so pretty. I just couldn't leave it behind. I love the blue and white pattern. It's obviously very old, and I just loved it. Next up, we have something that I definitely did not need. This little candle snuffer. It's just the cutest little thing. It's so tiny. I have 2 of these. I did not need another one, but at 99¢, I couldn't leave that behind. It was just adorable. Look at the little end. The end is just so cute. I just love it. I just couldn't leave it behind. I love candle snuffers. If there's anything more romantic than having taper candles burning, it's to have a little candle snuffer to go around and put them out. Nothing makes me feel like a Victorian lady in a castle more than putting out a candle with a candle snuffer. Next up, we had this little print. I've actually bought one like this before. It was bigger than this, and I sold it in my shop back when I was selling vintage goods. But I just love it. It's like a very cottagey type look. The house in this looks like some kind of English cottage, or even like a Tudor style house, which I'm obsessed with Tudor style houses. I actually toured a Tudor style house. That's a tongue twister. I looked at a Tudor style house that was for sale in a neighboring town. We weren't looking to buy it. We weren't anywhere near wanting to buy a house yet, but just the charm inside a Tudor house is just beautiful. This is just a little side note. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about today, but I'm obsessed with Tudor houses. I think I would even choose a Tudor house over, well, I don't want to say that. The race in my heart for Tudor houses and farmhouses, like the race of which one I love more, is extremely close, because Tudor style houses just are like the perfect, they're just perfect. I just love them. So that's what this reminds me of. But I think this is going to go in the bedroom. My bedroom, I feel like, has very soft, feminine, more muted colors, whereas my living room has more rich and kind of, I don't know if I'd say masculine colors, but it has more rich, deep colors in my living room. So I actually got something that I'm going to put in the living room too, but this I feel like is going to go in my bedroom. On the subject of the deep colors in the living room, I found this print, and I am obsessed with her. How pretty is that? I hope y'all can see that. I'm going to show you up close, but right here I'm just working with my viewfinder. How pretty is that? I just love her. I love her dress. I love the movement in the picture. I love the colors, the rich, contrasted, saturated colors. I just love this. I think this is going to look so good in my living room because I have a lot of red in here. I have a lot of green in here. I don't have a lot of blue, but I don't really care. I'm obsessed with this picture, and so I'm gonna find a really good place for this in the living room. Now I have just a couple of little cutesy things that I bought. I may or may not be able to show you how I style this in this video because I'm filming this during my kids' nap time. By some miracle, I got them both to nap today at the same time, so I'm not going to be trying to wake them up. But these 2 things are for their room, so if I don't get to show you, I may go back and film over it and just kind of put the clips over here. But I found this cute little thing, and I think she used to be a fairy because there is markings on her back here, like she used to have wings. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get some nylon butterfly wings from like the craft section of Dollar Tree. My mom suggested this idea, and put some butterfly wings on her back. I actually might have a butterfly I can use. I'm not sure. I'm going to see if I have one. But she is just so cute. She's sitting on a little toadstool mushroom thing, and I just think she's darling. She's going to go on a shelf in my daughter's room. And then for my son, I got a teddy bear at the Salvation Army that had this whole box of like knickknacks, and they were all like 99¢. and I got him this teddy bear. Obviously they both need to be cleaned, but he loves teddy bears. He's obsessed with teddy bears, and so I just thought that would be so cute on the shelf in his room. So everything I bought was about $15. It was like $15 and some change. So I got this nice, it's a very big, flat, like it's like a good basket to like slide in and out of a shelf or slide in and out of a tight area. But it has this nice liner on it. It does have handles on either side of the basket. And I just feel like this was a really nice basket for really cheap. So I really liked that. I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited to find some place to like make the storage more pretty with that basket. And then last but not least, as if I needed another lamp for my house, I did not, but I saw this lamp on the shelf and I just knew it had to be mine. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. It needs to be cleaned. The lampshade really needs to be cleaned, but I just could see the beauty in this lamp. And so this is the base of the lamp. And I'm thinking it kind of looks like that vintage, maybe 80s home style, like maybe the coastal 80s type thing. Anyways, I just loved the design of the lamp base, and it was $4.99. And like I said, it did come with a shade. This is the shade right here. The shade is a little more pink hued than the lamp, but as you can see, it's very dusty. And it also didn't come with a finial for the top, so I'm going to have to, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right, the little thing that you connect the shade with, it didn't come with a finial. I'm gonna have to order a finial, but I don't care. For $4.99, I just loved it. I just think it's so beautiful. I feel like it's such a statement. Just, I don't know, lamps are art to me because they kind of look like vases. Lamps are art. I love lamps, and there's an audio on Instagram that says something about, I have one rule in my house, and it's that we never ever use the overhead light. That is me. I hate overhead lighting. Unless I had like a beautiful chandelier, I really don't like using overhead lighting. So I love lamps. I think lamps are such an easy way to bring cozy, warm light into your house, and lamps are art. Exhibit A, lamps are art. I have other lamps in my house that y'all have seen where it's just like a beautiful piece of art, and I love it. And so I was so excited about this. And so now I've showed you the haul. I'm going to clean these pieces up, and I'm going to find places for them, and I'm going to show you what those places are and how I styled them. Well, this is not perfect. There's still a little bit of dust, but I don't have any canned air or anything. If I did, I would definitely use some canned air to like spray it out, but I don't have any. So I'm gonna go with this, and then when I do get some canned air, I will spray it out even more and hopefully fix it better. So originally what I was going to do for the picture of the lady was I was gonna take this one down and I was gonna put it above this dresser, and then I was gonna put the lady's picture on the wall. But right now I have the Valentine display above the dresser, so I don't think that's gonna work for now. So I'm thinking I might replace this one. Only thing is I'm not sure where I'm gonna put this. So I'm gonna take this down, I'm gonna put the new one up, and we're gonna see where we're at. So I like the way this looks here. I like the way it kind of blends with the rest of the artwork. All the colors are really vibrant, whereas this one right here is not quite as vibrant. It's more muted. The frame is really warm though, so I still want to keep this in here in the living room, but I just feel like this just looks so much better and more cohesive with this right here. So now I just need to find a place for the one that I replaced right here. And maybe what I'll do is I will put this one over the dresser when I take the Valentine's stuff down. So I might just put this one away just until February or until Valentine's Day is over. And then when Valentine's Day is over, I'll just put this in the place of that. And I think that'll look good because this looks really nice next to the dresser with the gold hardware. So I think that's what I'm gonna do here. Next step is to find a place for this. And I'm a little stumped as to where I'm going to put it because it is so small, like it's a very small picture. So I'm thinking I might just put it on a shelf instead of on the wall, just like behind some things, behind some knickknacks. So let's see how that looks. Okay, so I'm gonna move this. This is Valentine's Day. I know Valentine's Day is not over, but this was the only piece of Valentine's Day on this shelf. So I'm just gonna move this, and I decided to put it up here on this little kind of like an easel or frame holder. I don't know what you call that. It's very tiny and not much fits on it. Ignore the dust up here. I cannot see all the way up on that shelf when I'm trying to dust. But anyways, this little thing I got in an estate sale. I'll show it to you. Hang on, let me sit this down. I got that at an estate sale, and it's very small and narrow, so not much fits on it. But this actually fits perfectly. Please forgive the dust. Pretend like you don't see all the dust. But it looks so nice up here. And if you back up, you can see the whole shelf. Lots of little tiny knickknacks, but that just looks really nice there, so I'm really happy with that. And while I'm looking at that dust, I'm gonna go get my duster and clean that up. So in this room, I had this right here on this wall, and I took it down because right now my son is napping and he is in the room that connects to this one. This shares a wall with his room, and I can't be hammering in nails right now. So I hung this on a nail that was already here. I'm not 100% sure I love it because this is a lot bigger than this, but if I switch it, then I'm gonna have two circles right next to each other, and I'm just not sure about that. So this may not stay here, but for today and for the sake of this video, it's gonna stay right here. And I thought about hanging this here on that nail, but it's gonna hang below the headboard, and I just don't like that. I will be giving you guys a full tour of this room so that you can see everything in connection with our new bed that we got and everything, but this room is still a work in progress. There's some stuff that needs to be done in here. But for now, I think this is gonna stay here. I may eventually move it. Actually, right now, I'm gonna switch these and see how that looks, and then I'll show you it. It may stay where it's at, or it may be switched with the square one. Hang on. Okay, so I like this better than I thought I would. I didn't think I'd like it, but I do. But there's this big empty space here. This square frame is not centered directly under that, and it's gonna fall below the headboard, and there's too much of a gap here. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to pull that nail out. I'm gonna have to nail something a little closer to the center of the bottom of that, and then maybe leave that there, or maybe even kind of move it like here, but then we've got a blank space here, so I don't know, maybe put it right there so that it's above the headboard, but not so much blank space. I don't know. So just ignore this part for now, but this is where this is gonna stay. This is the home for this piece, which is the purpose of this video, is to find homes for the new stuff, and I'm running into the problem of having to do stuff with the old stuff. So this is gonna have to be redone. It will be redone before you see the full bedroom. But this has found its spot, and I'll give you a little peek of what the wall looks like. It's just a collection of items, but we've got to do something about that spot. Okay, I'm trying to figure out the lamp situation. And I have a lamp here. This is gonna stay here. I have a lamp there. That one's gonna stay there. I don't want to put one over here on the dresser because it's so big. This lamp is very large. It needs to be on a table by itself. So I don't have a table to put it on. So what I'm going to do is I have a old mini fireplace. It's like a electric mini fireplace. It doesn't work anymore. I'm going to put it over here under this painting and put the lamp on that. I may or may not put some kind of tablecloth or something over the fireplace, but I'm gonna put it over here under the painting, and I'm gonna move the plant stand that's under the painting to the other side of the piano because it needs to get more light anyway. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so here is the mini electric fireplace. I got it my mom got it from Amazon for me for Christmas. It doesn't work anymore. I'm sure there's some way to make it work, but I think the lights burned out in it or something. I haven't had time to fool with it, but this is what I'm gonna set the lamp on. I'm going to put the plant stand here, and then I'm going to put the mini fireplace here, and I'm gonna put the lamp on top of it because there's plenty of space here that lamp can go. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure about this. It's not plugged in. It doesn't have a light bulb right now. I'm gonna worry about all that later because, like I said, I need to order a finial for the top, but I don't hate it. I don't know that I love it right here, but I don't hate it. Ignore the mess in the kitchen and the other rooms. The problem that I'm having is that this looks too cluttered. I don't like this. I'm wondering if maybe this should go in my bedroom because it's got the pink hue, the more earthy hue to it, kind of like my bedroom does. Wondering if that should go in my bedroom and then just put the plant stand back where it was, because this, it's too much. It just looks like too much. I like the collected look. I don't like a cluttered look. I don't like looking like there's too much stuff crammed together. So I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna try this in my bedroom, and I'm gonna put that back where it was. Okay, I made my bed up so that you can get the full picture of what's going on in here. But with this lamp in here, tell me what you think about just leaving this part of the wall blank, because I don't know why my light's going in and out, but the lampshade takes up this big amount of space right here, right? And so I feel like this little bit of empty space keeps it from looking like there's too much going on, if that makes sense. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think, if I should leave that little portion of the wall empty and just go with what I have. But I actually think the lamp looks really fantastic in this room. The pink hues really go with the bedding. That beautiful, I guess it's like a mauve or like a peachy pink color. The lampshade's not as pink. You can kind of see down towards the bottom. I just think it looks so nice in here, and this was not where I was intending to put it at all. It was not the plan, but I really like the way it looks. It also matches the pink on this chair here, so I really like the way this looks. I think it looks really good in here. If you're wondering what I'm going to do with the other lamp is going to go near my desk. It's going to go next to my desk, but I'm really loving this. I think this looks like 10 times better than it looked in the living room. Now to figure out what I'm going to do with this lady. Okay, so here's what I've done with my lady. I rearranged the whole dresser layout. I took down some of the Valentine's Day stuff. It just wasn't working. I might put most of the Valentine's Day stuff in the kitchen, actually. I hear a child waking up, so I need to hurry up. But I bought this thing originally and was gonna put some rub and buff on it, and I just haven't bought any. But the tones in these are kind of similar. I'm not sure if that works or if that works against me. But where she is shorter than the candlestick, since she's kind of tall, I thought it kind of looked nice over here. I did switch out this, which is true white, for this, which is more of an off-white, because I feel like it goes more with the overall theme. I put this that was in my bedroom, I put it behind here just to add some, I don't know, some different height and shape and add a little bit of light to this corner. I like how you can see the bust in the mirror. And then this I borrowed from my bedroom. It's just an old vintage cologne bottle. I thought it looked kind of regal. And that's really the only thing that I changed. Just changed a few things up and added her over here. And I do believe that she fits in very nicely over here. I just really wish that I could have found the male version of the statue, because I'm pretty sure they probably came in a set. And then also keep in mind, I'm going to be taking down the Valentine bunting after Valentine's Day and putting that portrait, that mock painting of a mother and her children, I'm going to be putting that above the dresser. So I feel like that will look really nice and cohesive there. So that is all that I'm going to show you of styling my thrifted stuff. I showed you pretty much everything. I've got to find a place for the basket. And then I've got to figure out something to do with the bowl until the bathroom gets redone. The bathroom will be getting redone, and I'll probably use that somewhere in there. So I'm just going to find a temporary place for it. And then, of course, the kids' stuff, if I did get to take a clip of that, I would have showed you that when I showed you the little teddy bear and the little fairy. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it gave you some ideas. If you have any ideas for me, you can leave them in the comments down below. Make sure that you're subscribed. Please like the video. That does help my channel a ton. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.